What's up? Day 4 on the Cadillac Escalade, and like I said before, today should be a short day, so this is technically like a 2.5 day build, but going and getting the sub box first day, everything kind of got screwy. So we're on the 4th day, but all we got left to do really is do the power wire under the hood and then do the amp cover, which I worked on yesterday, and I'll let you see it now. So here's the cover. I made it out of birch, then I stained it, let it set for a half an hour, wiped it, then I hit it with another stain. I was trying to get it as dark as I could to match the door panels, which actually came out pretty nice. Then I hit it with some polyurethane, did a etch of the outline, and then lasered out the Cadillac logo. And then there's a piece of acrylic, which that side's, the cover's off. I need to take the paper off the back side. So on the back side, you have that paper there. So that mounts up over top of the amplifier, and we got the lighting and everything in there. It's all working. Go check that out. Sub enclosure, amplifier's installed. The Amp Pro runs off of the CAN bus network, so when you wake up the vehicle, unlock the doors or anything, your amplifier will come on. It's no big deal, it's normal, it's because your network's awake, and that also will trigger the lights to come on. So if I unlock the doors, so there's the lights I did in there. So with the cover on there, the Cadillac logo, look very cool. On the other side of the seat right there, I'll show you a cool feature that comes with these new altitude amplifiers. So that blue ring right there that you can see, that's a button. So if you press that button, it'll put the amplifier in valet mode, which is actually really cool. I've never seen it done before, but that way the customer can put the seat down, push that button, and what it does is, let's say you got to take your vehicle into a mechanic shop to get something worked on, or you go to a hotel and there's a valet. If you have a nice system in your car, you should be worried because guys like to mess with them. I've seen it before. It's horrible, but they do. They'll play the system. They'll be like, oh, it's cool. And they don't know what they're doing. They'll just start turning things up and they can mess up your equipment. It's happened 1,000 times. So what that does is that limits the amplifier to 25%. So by pushing that button, then you put the seat up, mechanics, nobody's really gonna know what the hell. But when they turn it up, these subs aren't gonna bang, and you're just gonna get a minimal amount of output, and eventually they're just gonna give up because they're either gonna say your system sucks or they're gonna just not know what they're doing. But regardless, they can't blow up your equipment because you've limited the amp. Cool feature, never seen it before on an amplifier, so that's the new audio control altitude amp. All you have to do is there is a terminal on the amplifier that says valet. You ground it, so you put just a switch in place that will show ground on that terminal. When you hit it, it shows the protect light on the amp. And I thought maybe, oh no, I did something wrong, but no, that's pretty much what it does. The protect light comes up on the amplifier, but it does minimize the volume down to 25% of the output. So it's pretty cool. So now let's go ahead and get under the hood, get this wire done so I can turn this thing on and make sure that everything works and sounds good. Okay, so under the hood now, we've got the wiring all done. So you have to pay attention on these newer vehicles. So you'll see there's taps there. These are the fusible links. If you look, you'll see right there stamped in the steel, that says 175, I believe. That one says 125. They're stamped the amperage rating for each one of these posts. You don't want to exceed them or you'll blow the fusible links, and it kind of sucks. This is a big module. You see this in all the new cars. None of these really made me feel warm and fuzzy because they already have features on them, so I don't know how much amperage they're gonna draw. This amp has like 150 amp current draw, so I went to the stud, which comes directly off the battery. So this one doesn't really have any kind of limitations because it's actually the main lead off the battery, and then these are the fusible links. So this was empty anyway, so I went ahead and found a nut that would fit there. That took forever. I believe it was an M81, if I remember right. I may be lying to you, but I'm pretty sure it's what it ended up being. Got that all tightened down, which isn't the easiest because, man, they put that bar right there in your way. But that's all taken care of. Now I can put the covers back on, which again sucks because this bar's in your way. I know you can take the bar out, but I like to take as minimal apart as possible. So I need to put these covers back on. The wire is ran across with the factory lines. There's a factory line up there. and it drops down. And then I just put the fuse right here in line so it's easy to access, easy to see. And then we're braided going all the way into the firewall. All right, so everything's done. We've got the base knob, the ACR3 mounted right here. I'll show it. So it's mounted right there. I point it straight up. The reason for it is so that LED is not shining in your face at nighttime, because it's very annoying and it sucks when it does. But this will adjust the base, no holes were put or anything. It's just mounted and stuck right there to the side. I'm not putting holes in this vehicle. But let's go ahead and see what it sounds like. It's supposed to be copyright free, but I've been burnt before, so hopefully this is. Its name is Electrolight Covan Skyline Part 2. Hopefully that keeps me from getting demonetized. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's a hitter. We got us a hitter, boys. That actually bangs really good. Now I'm gonna listen to it without recording because I know I'll get demonetized, and I'll come back and let you know what I think. All right, so final decision on what I think of this. It kicks ass. This thing's a banger. It bangs plenty hard. It actually gets deeper than I was expecting it to. I was really afraid that wasn't gonna be enough airspace and being that crammed in there, but no, it's solid. It's got a nice roll off down to about 34 Hertz. It's boomy, the 40 to 48 Hertz range, which is perfect. And that new audio control altitude amplifier is putting out every bit of the power it says it does. It's nice, clean. It's not having to struggle for what it wants to do. Sounds awesome. So I'm done. This thing's finished. Check it out. There you go. There's what it looks like all finished up. Lit up in there. We got the audio control amp. Don't worry about that little flicker. That's because it's going to do it again here in a second. That is the CAN bus network. It has like 2 pulses I've noticed, and then it shuts off completely. There's the second, and then it will shut down completely. Nothing to be worried about, folks. It's very normal. A lot of people freak out because when you hook into these systems and we have to hook onto the CAN bus, you don't understand how much your vehicle's staying awake. That's why when you park your car in your garage and you hear it making all kinds of ticks and sounds like motors are moving and stuff, it's because they are. Because the car is constantly waking itself up. It's doing diagnostics, it's checking on things. So long-term parking at an airport is why you end up with a dead battery with a new car. And that's it. This thing's done. It bangs. It sounds way better than I thought it was going to. I figured it would sound good, but I really didn't expect to get the bass extension that I'm getting out of this thing. I thought the enclosure might be a little too small and with the door closed, a little too cramped, and I was gonna have to do some tweaking and tuning to get it to sound right. Nah, this thing sounds great, man. She's perfect, she's done. I think she looks good. I'm digging my wood grain cover, matches the doors and everything, so it looks really nice. The lights in there look really good. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, do whatever you wanna do. I'm Cabe Sipes, take it easy.